We're a family, and we treat it as such. When the veterans come here, we really take them in. Whatever we can do for them, we try to do. CVI offers housing programs and wraparound case management services to all veterans, so ones who have worn the uniform. Dr. Bertie Kauser, Vice President of Housing and Development. I've been here for 21 years. The Grant Per Diem program is a transitional housing program, and they're split up in models. So we have the SIF, bridge housing, hospital to housing, and we have TIP, and we have clinical treatment. And so it's a way for veterans to seek emergency housing. It's temporary, however, they can stay there for up to 2 years. And from there, they receive case management services as well as access to VA services. A multitude of different ways. First, they can come to our Veterans Resource Center, or they can come directly to the transitional housing programs and take part in an intake process where they will be assessed by the CVI staff as well as the VA to determine what their needs are and how we can assist them. All veterans that we serve do not use the VA, and I say that because most of the veterans are VA eligible. However, there is the small select few who do not receive veterans benefits, and so then they would not be eligible to receive any services at the VA. And so when we have those type of veterans, then we work with our community partners like Healthcare for the Homeless and Outreach so that the veterans can access services that way. So CVI and the VA has been working together since the very beginning and the inception of our Grant Per Diem program and transitional housing programs. The VA is right there on site with us. They help to provide those assessments for those veterans. They also provide therapists, addiction therapists, and just those access to services that they need. They're there to assist the veterans with if they need a consult to the VA for services that the VA provide on the VA grounds. And so we have a great working relationship with the VA. So CVI is a part of what's called the Continuum of Care, which are other homeless programs in the city of Milwaukee. And we also have some continuums of care in other counties as well. But we work together to ensure that we are having access to housing programs and housing stock so that our veterans who are homeless can come in and get housing right away and don't have to wait. And so CVI's position is we're going to house all of the veterans that we can that are eligible for VA services, and then for the ones who are not, then we'll pull in our community partners to assist with housing there. Because we are a veteran-centric organization, we've been doing this for over 30 years, and CVI is more than an organization, it's more like a family. And so that's the important part of why veterans should come to us, because we know veterans business, right? We are a veterans business. We are there to assist our veterans and to be there in any way that we can. And how we're different than, say, other providers is, we are not as rigid as, say, like the VA or the federal government. And so whatever we need to make it happen for the veteran, we can do that for our veterans, whereas other organizations may not have that leeway. So a couple different ways that you can find that out. So we have the CVI Help app. You can go on there and look up any of our descriptions of our programs. You can come to our Veterans Resource Center and see what programs they offer. You can come to any of our transitional housing programs to see if it's a fit for you. We give tours. We give a good explanation of what we can do and how we can assist you. So it's really up to the veteran who comes to us and talks to us and say, hey, these are the things that I need, and can you help me? Can you help guide me to what I need to be successful in the community? So it's just about trial and error. And we serve a good portion of veterans here in the state of Wisconsin. So a lot of veterans are very, very comfortable with CVI, more so than the VA. The only very unique attribute about CVI is that CVI is a very veteran-friendly organization. The majority of our staff are veterans, so we understand what it means to be a veteran. And for our non-veteran staff that are with us, they are honorary veterans. They've been in it with us for a very long time. They've been serving veterans, and basically we're a family. We're a family, and we treat it as such. When the veterans come here, we really take them in. Whatever we can do for them, we try to do. If it's giving them a sandwich, if it's giving them a hygiene kit, if it's giving them some type of a piece of clothing, we are family, and we want to make sure that we see our veterans have what they need. One of my favorite stories is one of our female veterans when we started Boudica House in 2011. And we had a female veteran that came to our program. She was a single mom, 2 children, coming from Michigan, homeless, had nothing, and just kind of showed up on our doorsteps, small children. We was able to have her come into Boudica House, which is our grant per diem transitional housing program, hook her up with a case manager, see what services she needed. We helped her get employment, and she was able to increase her income. We assisted her with getting her kids in school, and she was very, very happy about that. When she left our program, she had a nice car. She had a very, very nice job. Her kids were in a good school, and she was very happy with the choice that she had made to come stay with us at Boudica House. So that's one story that I really love to tell, because she definitely is a success story, and we're super excited that we was there to assist her. She felt very, very comfortable with our organization, and we're again just very happy that we was here to help her. Another one is from a long time ago. And so before I have the opportunity to work in leadership here at the Center for Veterans Issues as a care coordinator or case manager, I'd work with one of the guys over at Vets Place Central, and I'd helped him create a budget and see what monies was coming in, what monies were going out. And by the time that he left our program, which I believe, if I remember straight, about 18 months he was with us, he had saved $11,000. And he couldn't believe it. He said he had never saved that amount of money before in his life. And he was just so appreciative for me, and just like, you know what, Bertie, thank you so much, because had I not had your guidance and your encouraging talks, I don't know if I could have done this on my own. So that has been something that has always stuck with me. Like, if I can just help one person, if I can just assist just that one person, then I've done my job. So that's what sticks out the most to me. The mission, helping veterans and being there for veterans. And I always say everybody is not called to serve, right? So for me, I really feel like that I've been called to serve, and the Lord placed me here at the Center for Veterans Issues for this entire time, so that I could be a servant, so that I can share how we should be treating our veterans, and has allowed me to be in a position of leadership where I can share with my team, hey, this is what we should do with the veterans that come into our program. And it's really been a true blessing, right? Because I try to make sure that when our veterans come in, that they feel welcome, that this is a warm place for them. And most times, if I have an opportunity, I try to eat the food within our facility, right? And I say, hey, we need to tweak this. And I say, would you feed this to your husband? Would you feed this to your grandfather or your father, whomever? Because I want to make sure that we are doing the absolute right thing when it comes to serving our veterans. And I think that's why I've been here for so long, because for me, it's a charge. I am charged to be here. It is a great thing to be here to see the progression of this organization, because I was one of those struggle employees when I first came to CVI. We didn't have much, and we struggled and we got it and we made it and we did it. And so now just to see the depth that CVI is going is amazing, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this one, check out these videos right over here, and we'll see you in the next video.